Webhook and HTTP/REST are both methods of communication between software applications using the HTTP protocol. However, they have some differences in terms of how they work, when to use them, and what are their advantages and disadvantages. Here is a table that summarizes some of the main differences between Webhook and HTTP/REST. Webhook HTTP/REST. A webhook is a type of event-driven API that sends data or notifications to another application in response to a trigger, such as a user action, a time event, or a data change. An HTTP/REST API is a type of request-driven API that provides data or functionalities to another application in response to a request, such as a get, post, put, or delete. A webhook is asynchronous, meaning that the data or notification is sent without waiting for a response from the receiving application. An HTTP/REST API is synchronous, meaning that the data or functionality is provided only after receiving a response from the requesting application. A webhook is unidirectional, meaning that the data or notification flows in one direction, from the sending application to the receiving application. An HTTP/REST API is bidirectional, meaning that the data or functionality can flow in both directions, from the requesting application to the providing application, and vice versa. A webhook is suitable for scenarios where the receiving application needs to receive data or notifications in real time without having to poll or request the sending application repeatedly. An HTTP/REST API is suitable for scenarios where the requesting application needs to access data or functionalities on demand and have more control and flexibility over the communication. A webhook is simple and easy to implement, as it only requires a URL and a trigger to send data or notifications. An HTTP/REST API is complex and requires more design and development, as it involves multiple HTTP methods, endpoints, parameters, headers, and responses. A webhook is limited in functionality, as it only supports POST requests and does not allow the receiving application to send back any data or feedback. An HTTP/REST API is versatile and supports various HTTP methods and data formats, and allows the requesting and providing applications to exchange data and feedback. A webhook is unreliable, as it may fail to send data or notifications due to network issues, server errors, or format mismatches, and does not guarantee delivery or confirmation. An HTTP/REST API is reliable, as it follows a standard protocol and format, and provides status codes and error messages to indicate the success or failure of the communication. I hope this helps you understand the differences between webhook and HTTP/REST.